Well, today is the day. I think this is going to be one of the most expensive PCs I've ever been a part of, or even been in the presence of, in a very long time. And that's because this man right here, Mr. Matt, who's come all the way from Arkansas for this PC build, and something else we'll show on the car channel, has decided to just absolutely splurge on, yeah, that's a 5090, if that tells you anything. That's like one of the best gaming CPUs you could possibly buy. That's an expensive case. And there's a lot of other expensive goodies here, Mr. Matt, and you just said you wanted the best of the best, right?
Best of the best, no expense spared.
Yeah, definitely the case here. I mean, even this RAM here, 32 gigs, that's probably more expensive than literally everything else on this table combined, I think.
Yeah, it's getting close.
It's gonna be epic. I hope you'll stay with me.
Are you sitting on a gaming PC without an activated copy of Windows? Forget $100+ retail keys. Instead, snag an OEM Windows 11 key for a fraction of the price to unlock the full potential of the OS. Oh, and don't worry, they'll still remove those pesky activation watermarks. Just click the links below to get started today, and be sure to use our special offer code SKGS for a sweet discount on a variety of options, including Windows 11 Pro, Home, and more.
Now it is a holiday weekend, and again, Matt's traveled a very long way for this. We're gonna have to figure out a safe way to get this back home. I think honestly, you should probably ship the graphics card separately, like in its original box. We can talk more about it later. But for the sake of time, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into platform assembly. So we've got most of what we need here, and Matt, you chose, so this particular board, what was the reasoning behind this?
The theme of it worked great with the white build that I was doing. I loved the ice and that it was compatible with the X3D chip.
So this was, could you tell us how much you spent on that?
This was $430.
$430, okay, well not super terrible, but it is on the upper end of motherboards nowadays, I would say. So yeah, go ahead and rip this thing open, I say, and let's see. So you said this is like whited out, so white PCB, white heat sinks and stuff.
Yes,
that's
correct.
gonna look awesome.
And we have avoided.
Boom, toast. There it goes. Those stickers are always just, they crack me up.
I love the presentation of
Look
it.
at
It's
that.
very good packaging too.
Wow, okay, this board is nuts. That's really something. That's a work of art. Now, I gotta say, while he's getting stuff ready, I really didn't have to point Matt really in the right direction. He kind of knew what he wanted from the start. We had a quick little call before he ordered everything and shipped it here, but you know a thing or two about PCs. You've been around the block. Some of this stuff, like you ordered like the secure frame bracket, like these are things that, you know, first-time builders wouldn't even think about.
This will be my first PC build.
No. Okay, forget everything I just said. No way.
I love YouTube. And when I'm going to buy something, I do extensive research on it. And I watched hours upon hours of videos to see what I liked as a preference. And then again, what was the best of the best? Because this is going to be one of those builds.
Yeah, for sure. No, well, that really does speak to your amount of research. I mean, the stuff that you got is just, it all makes complete sense here. So, all right, what do you think we should do first then, Mr. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I know what I'm doing.
We're going to start with the CPU.
There we go. All right, so this is a 9950X3D, which is basically the best gaming CPU, or one of the best that AMD has ever made. And it's going in my opinion, one of the best looking boards possible. Man, this thing looks good. Healthy selection of ports here. Dude, you get 4 Type-C ports back here? What in the world?
Look at me shaking, it's so expensive.
Ooh, well, hey, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Man, that is a nice CPU.
Where's my screwdriver?
Oh, you didn't bring one?
They wouldn't let me carry it on the plane.
That's true. You need Salazar's cars tools?
Car tools.
Yeah, I didn't even think about, we're actually gonna need to take the whole thing off, right? So you're not even gonna use the stock socket retention mechanism. So, okay, I've got you an iFixit kit there.
Perfect.
Which should have everything you need.
I love them.
Yeah, I got this for like 18 bucks at Micro Center.
Yeah.
It's a killer deal. Yeah.
Exactly, and it has everything you can possibly
literally everything. It's kind of cool. It's been a long time since I've been behind the camera, so it's nice seeing someone else do the heavy lifting, and I just get to hold the camera.
Let's see what it's.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a Torx. Yeah, I would say looking at that, that's a T20.
T20. Well, I'm gonna say it's T25.
Oh, am I right? It was too big, huh?
You're right.
I can't say I haven't done this before, so
right.
I might
T20 it is.
might have a little edge there. I'm gonna hold the bracket underneath. Usually on AM5 boards, the bracket underneath the socket is like, it's adhered, but this one wasn't. So in order for these screws to catch, I'm just gonna keep my hand there while Matt tightens things down. That looks pretty dang good, I gotta say. And so what do you think next, Mr. YouTube?
Well, I think we're going to get our memory.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a curveball there. I thought RAM was coming next, so we can do M.2.
We're gonna go a little different.
Yeah, so you went with a 2 terabyte here, yeah? So it's gonna be, I think, enough personally, but do you plan on doing like extensive gaming with it? Or are you gonna add another drive in the future?
So I do game a little bit with some friends of mine, but I also do some editing. I'm not near an editor like you are, but I will do some of that, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough here, but I do have sitting at the house another 9100 Pro 8 terabyte. It just didn't come in time.
So you probably spent like what, $5,000 million on that too, huh?
Well, I tried to get the dip in the price. I didn't hit it, but yeah, it was beyond words how expensive this stuff has gotten nowadays.
Is it clicking?
It's not clicking. It's there. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
nice.
Oh wait, which way does this go?
This
way did I take
is
this
the
off?
struggle I have every time I remove one of those. Unless there's upright text, it's hard to
There
tell.
we go.
Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, finally I get my fixing here. All right, so DDR5 up next. Look at that. You already know. You already got slots A2 and B2 ready to go.
That's right. That's
Dude.
right. It's those YouTube videos,
Mr.
man.
Research, man. I don't have to coach you at all. You know exactly what you're doing here.
Don't
Okay,
say that
maybe
too
I'm speaking a little too soon.
quickly.
At least you got the orientation right. Oh, look at that. Have you ever done that before?
Never.
You've never done that before.
Never.
Dude, you look like a pro. That's
As long as you line the slot up with the slot, it can't go wrong, right?
usually folks get nervous when they realize they have to push pretty hard on these, but you look like you've done this.
As long as you don't bend it while you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
And hear a big crack.
Yep. Oh, you look good.
I think we look good.
Yeah. Dude.
All right.
Dude, you're making this look easy. Come on, see? Like Matt did research on YouTube, never been hands-on before, and he's making it look second nature. Building a PC is not that complicated, even if you're using $8,000 worth of equipment.
I just wanted to show you too, but the expansion in this is really good. This big heatsink here.
Dude.
We have a Gen 5 PCIe Gen 4 x 4. Same thing down there as well.
Wow, yeah, those are probably through the chipset, I imagine. So yeah, no, that's awesome. So you could easily shove that 8 terabyte in if you decide to keep that, yeah, and then
That's where it's going.
that's good for like 1.5 Call of Duty titles. So, and we've just jumped ahead. Matt's also gotten the mounting gear on the board side ready for the Trix AIO that you've opted for. Now this one has an OLED screen, is that right?
Yep, OLED screen. You can orientate it inside like this to have a waterfall, or we can orientate it like that.
It's a sideways.
Sideways, so you can see it from either side. In that case that we've got, should be able to see it from the side and the front.
Wow.
So perfect.
That's dope. And it's already pre-assembled 360, so that should be plenty of cooling for the chip. All right, I think platform-wise, we are good to go. What comes next, Mr. Matt?
I think at this point we are going to get the case out.
My man. Dude, honestly, I'm low-key worried for you, man. This is such a big... I think you're going to have to buy the GT-R and just drive it all.
I think so.
It's the
the only way to do it.
that you
the
know
only way.
Am I selling you on it? What I would probably do is... So you have reverse blade fans, right?
Correct.
For a set. So you could, in theory, use those on the side, and it would look really good. So you could have intake here, and then you could have intake below, and then exhaust out the top. Right. That's what a lot of folks would do if they had enough fans to pull it off, right? And then maybe an exhaust at the rear if you wanted. All right, Matt, do the honors. This is the marriage, the union of the two. Dude, that looks so good already. So these 3 fans here, we're gonna work into the bottom of the chassis, right? So we're gonna have these set to intake. And the reason why we're putting these underneath and we're putting Lee & Lee fans on this is because these will all be exposed inside the chassis. So we want to make sure that things look uniform, especially when you're spending $8,000 on a PC, right, Matt? So he's got a ton of those Lee & Lee. Those are uni fans that you bought, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So those will all look really good when they're paired together. Honestly, this is like the worst place for this. I'm just gonna set this here because I feel bad that it's sitting on the floor. These will be set to intake for his graphics card. So we'll have dedicated airflow there, and the Y70 does give us plenty of plenty of space for air to come in through the bottom, which is nice. And these are actually touchless or wireless fans, so we'll just have one cable running from both of these into either a controller or maybe even directly into the motherboard. Looking good stuff. So we can only squeeze 2 of those down there. I think probably in theory you could fit a third, but you've got your front I/O and stuff running through here, and also like the HDMI cable for the screen. So it's a bit tight. 2 is going to be fine. Again, it's a dedicated airflow for the 5090, so we're in a pretty good spot. And there goes the dust filter.
We're going to do push and pull.
Push-pull? Okay.
Push-pull on the AIO, so that's going to be a little different.
Yep.
But
we're going to mount that here, right? You said up top? Or are we mounting it on the side?
If we've got enough room, hopefully.
I think Height gave us a ton of space there. I think that's intentional for a push-pull, so.
Okay.
Yeah, because it goes up a good bit as well. Yep. Yeah, I think you'll have plenty of room.
Let's do push-pull, and I think it's going to look good, and we're going to have some good ventilation.
Sweet. Okay, and I do recommend as well, this is more subjective than not, but I recommend having your tubes on this side if you're not going to run an exhaust fan, because this is otherwise empty space, and you can run that cable behind your graphics card, so it keeps the tube runs clean.
Sounds good to me.
These fans look good, though.
They do.
They're good looking fans. Wait, did I?
They're in backwards.
Yeah, they're in backwards. That means
Let me get the camera. Hold up.
Dude, it's been filming this whole time. That means I've pulled all of the wrong freaking rubber things off. I gotta put all those back and then swap the. Dude, this is annoying as heck. What am I doing? All right, so looking good there. Finally, after like my 4th attempt to get this right. And Matt's still chugging away over here on the push-pull setup. It looks like these fans belong with this radiator, honestly. You can't even tell that we swapped them out. And they're all gonna look the same now, so that's gonna be nice. And I'm gonna go ahead, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna start wiring some front I/O stuff. You cool with that? Because it's pretty boring work, honestly.
Yeah,
you're
good.
Probably don't wanna, I'm gonna spare you the trouble. And we've got a decent little rat's nest here to deal with. I want to make the cable management look good for this one. It would be a sin, in my opinion, to not clean this up.
I don't know how to cable manage. I look at all that stuff and go, I don't even know where to put half of this stuff. Like,
oh, it's okay. That's what you got me for. All right, so that should be most of your front panel and accessories. I forgot these 2. Get these wired up as well. And then you're ready for the AIO up top, yeah? So let's swing the camera over there because this is a beauty. So we're doing a little trick here where we've actually got the top fans also already mounted, but with half of the screws. And then we're gonna use the other half diagonally to mount to the case. So just a trick there if you're doing like a push-pull thing and you're finding it difficult to keep the fans in place, that's a good way to do it while keeping everything nice and stable. So Matt, go ahead without further ado. Swing that chunky thing in there. Dude, this is like...
Do this without messing everything.
That's massive.
Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, look at that. Dude, your CPU is gonna be like in a freezer. Is it catching?
We're in business.
Oh, dude, I was low-key kind of worried. So these are like not from the kit. The kit actually didn't come with push-pull screws, so I had to use some from my healthy little stash here, but we were having trouble finding screws that were long enough. Oh, dude, yeah. Look at that. Oof. That looks sweet. Yeah, and look at that. So Height actually gave us plenty of space for a 25 mil push-pull. I think the fans are either 25 or 30 mil thick, same for the radiator. So you've got a healthy amount of clearance there. So you could probably fit even thicker fans or a thicker radiator and still be good for a push-pull. So if you're curious, you should be fine. Matt's tightening things up top. We'll stick the top panel on, and then, dude, we're almost there. We've only got, what, 2 or 3 more parts, the graphics card, the power supply, and then am I missing anything else?
No.
I don't think I am. Wow.
This is going pretty good. I figured a lot more would go wrong.
Yeah, well, wait till we try powering it on before we... So what we're doing now, I'm gonna go ahead and get these wireless receivers connected. These are unit fans, so that each fan doesn't have its own discrete cabling, which is nice. But since they're wireless, they're actually controlled by a hub without any extensive physical connection other than just this little 2-pin thing here. So we're gonna run these along the top of the radiator. We're going to zip tie to keep the cables out of the way, and then we should be good on the fan front. So it is up to you, Matt. We have, I think, 2 different vials of thermal paste you can choose from.
That we do.
Yeah, one from Thermalright, one from the cooler, so...
Well, I don't know if I can get the perfect amount of thermal paste on there. This, again, is my first time, so...
It'll be fine.
We'll see. You like to do the the X or the smiley face, don't you?
Yeah, the smiley face is always, that's my meme application method because the internet will scream at you no matter how you do it. I found for these, an X is usually good enough. You could put dots in between the curves of the X's if you wanted, but...
All right. Well, let's try this.
Most of our viewers are extremely civilized, right? Now for your first time, that is a pretty dang good application method right there.
That's what I would have said.
That looks nice. Yeah, maybe a little hot, but a little more never hurt anybody. You want to make sure that you have enough coverage, right? So, and you don't have a plastic cover on there. Yeah, make sure we don't make that mistake. I've done that plenty of times myself. And here we go. Man, that thing is massive. That block is just huge. I actually think it detaches. I think it's magnetic.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Why don't I do that first?
Yeah, I think that's probably better. And then that way you have access to the screws as well from above. You can make sure that that's all aligned. That's cool. Yours actually has a fan built into it as well for like VRM MOSFET cooling. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
God,
Oh
that
my
thing is
Lord.
big, dude. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, and you're gonna need 4 of these guys here. And then the addressable header is the one with 2 on one side and 1 on the other. And then actually, if you want, go ahead and bring over those cable extensions. I don't know where I put those.
The white ones?
The ones that say Asia Horse on them.
Hey, look.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and whip those bad boys out. They should have everything we need for the exposed cables in the build, at least.
This is the current state of affairs. That's not too bad so far, and of course we've got to get these larger connections run. But before we do that, Matt is getting ready some of these sweet white extensions, which are pretty cheap. You can find these on Amazon for like 30 bucks. It kind of feels insulting to throw $30 extensions into an $8,000 PC, but that just shows you for the money, these actually can go a long way. And look at that, you even get white little combs there as well.
So satisfying to hear them click into place.
Dude, I'll tell you what's gonna be satisfying, seeing those in the build as well. That's gonna be sweet. And then we're saving the best for last. It's just chilling over here, but don't worry. We haven't forgotten about the 5090, and Matt actually pointed out, because I am totally unfamiliar with these cards, this 12-volt high power connector, normally it'd be like in the front, right? So in the case of the Y70, the card turned vertically, the cable's gonna stick up a little awkwardly, but here, Gigabyte's actually put it on the side, and so it's gonna stem out here and then go out the back, and it's gonna be completely hidden from view, either from the top or from the left side where the fans are in the shroud. So that's a pretty cool design, pretty stealthy. Look at that, we even saved the plastic peel. That's all gonna come off shortly.
Gonna run our 8-pin EPSs up from behind.
I definitely underestimated how difficult that would be. It's very tight here with the push-pull setup. Just trying to clean it up for Matt because this is a part of the build that you will very clearly see. Well, it was a good, long, hard-fought battle. That's about as close as we can get. I think we're gonna call it there because that's a serious pain and the tolerances are super tight. 24-pin is next, and then we can install the graphics card, Matt. We are almost there. Things are looking pretty good. A little unorthodox back here, but that's just so that we can keep the cable runs as clean and horizontal and vertical as possible. So this is, so far what we're working with. I might zip tie these 8 pins over here as well, just to keep it a little cleaner looking. And then the only other one to take care of is the 12-volt high power. So if my camera will actually comply and focus, there we go. So that's a 600 watt, and you can see it's got these like little blue ends on them. And the point of that is to make sure that once this is fully slotted into the card, that you don't see any of that color. So last thing we want is Matt's house burning down. So yeah, we just get that riser in there and then the glorious graphics card, and that's pretty much it, right? We can fire it up, see what happens.
Hopefully stuff comes on.
I think this is it, Matt. You want to give us a little speech here?
This is the most money I've held in my hand at one time.
You know what? That's a pretty cool way to do it.
Oh, we gotta go in sideways with it.
Yep.
Our AIO is in the way.
So you were telling me that your dad found out how much money you spent on this, and what did he say?
He said I was stupid.
Oh,
So thank you, Dad.
is he gonna watch this video?
I'm gonna make sure he does.
Okay, good. Dude, is that slotted?
This is slotted.
That looks fantastic.
It sags
Oh,
a little bit.
that's all right. We'll fix that. We got some methods to fix that. So what I'll do, I'll just like prop it up a lot when you bolt it down, and we'll just cross our fingers. And if that still doesn't work, we can quickly 3D print something.
Perfect.
Because yeah, that would drive me nuts too. Spend all that money and then it sags heavily. I guess I'm not surprised because it's like freaking 50 pounds.
50 pounds in there. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we've got it. It's all clipped together.
All
so
good. Okay.
All good.
All right. So I'm gonna give you the whole anchor point here. Yeah, choose wisely between your be quiet screwdrivers.
Be quiet.
This is only the most important part by a long shot, Matt. So please make sure this is like fully seated, like all the way.
You're supposed to hear a click, not a crack, right?
Technically, yes, but I'll take a crack over a fire any day. So, and yeah, that only leaves really one thing, Matt. That is the good old classic peel. So we got, oh yeah, one up top there.
Yep.
We already pulled the one off the back plate. Don't worry. Nice. And the last one. This is epic. Oh, it's actually two, huh? Oh yeah, then one more up there, yeah. Nice.
Perfect.
That right there. Oh yeah. Sweet. All right, can't forget the panels, and you've also got the, oh, I thought you had that one. Okay, so you don't have the back panel yet. And then we've got actually one more peel. Totally forgot before we jump the gun on powering on as well.
We have the glass peels too.
So, oh yeah, that's right. Is this one? Oh yeah, it's still got covers on it.
Yeah.
Maybe save that for when the system's on. Yeah, when it's like lit up. I think that'll be cool. Oh yeah, that is a rewarding sound. I bet. I tried getting that. I don't know what they were thinking when they wrapped that around.
That's just a sticker.
Nice.
That's just a sticker.
You got robbed. Okay. I was wondering why there was a number 2 on that. It didn't really make sense to me. Maybe that was supposed to come off after. I don't know.
I think it was supposed to make it come off, but it didn't.
Okay. Yeah,
All
that's great. Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa. Dude, with that screen, that looks so good. Like that, dude, this would be the perfect streaming setup. I'm picturing Twitch chat, just like scrolling down there while you're gaming, like it's a perfect angle.
That would be nice.
Wow.
That would be cool.
So that connector is a bit different than what you're typically used to because you decided a 1600 watt power supply was ideal for this.
Absolutely. And when this breaks, you just go get the spare one off the home backup generator.
I was gonna say.
Plug it in, no problem.
That's like for a stove or an oven, like a 240 connector. Jeez. That thing is massive. That is a huge cable. All right, and then you can run that into my super not janky splitter there.
Absolutely.
That
looks rated for all of this wattage.
Yeah, like 0.2 amps. Yeah. You're gonna trip my breaker when you fire this up, by the way. All right, Matt, I am in position, ready to go. Will you do the honors? Whoa. The flashing thing, I don't think is a feature, so we'll check that out.
It's the disco version.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to flash like that. Wow.
Look at all those codes.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff happening. I wonder if it's because we don't have the USB 2. So we ran into an issue we didn't really talk about, but we have 2 USB 2 cables already running into the 2 headers this board offers. There's a third for these unifans that we weren't able to connect. He's going to need to buy an adapter to run a third USB 2 cable. So I'm wondering if that's why these are flickering. I don't know why else that would be the case. So quick update, things are not going super well. We have to take the card back out. We haven't really figured out why the Lee & fans are flickering. We think it's like a power issue, like the fans aren't getting enough power, but why? What could be the cause of that? I mean, we have a 1600 watt unit here. We've gone over literally every single cable. Like there's nothing that we've done wrong back here. So what we're gonna do is bypass the graphics card. We need to remove it anyway to access some of the lower connectors, and we're gonna run straight off of integrated graphics in our X3D chip. We're gonna see if we get a post then. And if we do, we're just gonna start reconnecting things one by one until we find our issue. I've never worked with these like Lee & Leaf unifans before. I'm not sure if the way that this communicates with the fans is not working properly for whatever reason. I know we've connected them correctly, but we're gonna take all of that out of the equation and try our luck with integrated graphics. Yeah, that's kind of a weird, he's having to remove that 12 volt high power cable, and it's not easy back there. Right, so in this config, 00, you'd think that'd be a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. We have a post. So we do have life from the system, but this is turning into a mini fix or flop. You wanted to be a fix or flop episode. Here you go. This is not what we wanted in an $8,000 PC build. Okay, so let's start. I don't think your graphics card is to blame. I highly doubt that. So let's start reconnecting these smaller cables one by one, but let's do it like by power cycling in between, just so we have a clean attempt every single time.
We have a magnetized fan connector that is magneted to the case, not the fan.
Oh.
Wait, didn't
No.
didn't you put the you
Yeah. I didn't do that. I don't know who did that. It wasn't me. Totally not how I thought about that. Yeah. So that's probably why we were having power issues.
We're about to find out.
Hey, look at that. That looks so funny. But that's good. That's great news. So your card, my friend, is not cooked. So we found a 1-to-3 splitter, or 3-to-1 with SATA power. You know what I think it is? Because we have 3 fans with LEDs running into a single fan header. That could be why we're having power issues. I didn't even realize that each pack came with this. Let's see. Yep, that was it. That was it.
I appreciate everything that you've done. I couldn't have done it without you. Obviously, I would have been completely lost.
Dude, he could have done it without me, 100%.
He's trying to act like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like,
Yeah,
you took it by the horns, man.
No, I would have taken everything back out. But no, that I really appreciate, Greg, everything you've done here. This has been a pleasure to build, with you, and it's been great. And I can't thank you enough.
I think this was at least a somewhat calming ending after realizing the several mistakes that both he and I made. And I really have no excuse. I do this for a living and I somehow missed obvious stuff. So we're gonna put those panels back on. We're gonna package this up super duper carefully and make sure that it gets home in one piece. From there, I'm gonna help Matt install Windows, make sure that he gets his graphics drivers and things taken care of. So I'm not just leaving them hanging them out to dry. We're gonna make sure that this thing is ready to game, ready to content create. You wanna do editing with this too, right? Mm-hmm. So quite a bit that he has planned for this, which is why he went with the 5090 and top of the line CPU. But this was awesome, man. Thank you so much for taking the flight down here. He's also here for another reason, which we're gonna talk about on the car channel, Salazar's Cars. If you haven't already, check that out, that's in the description. But we're gonna sign off for this one. So that's all for me. Thank you for watching, and Matt, thanks for building with me. Actually, not even with me, you just built it on your own. So what a beauty.